Week 12 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Buccaneers reigning league MVP. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Giants on Sunday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. They begin with a run by Davis.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Davis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to it. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 57 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
2nd and 6. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Bellamy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Davis, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They go back to the ground now with Davis.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
There to make the grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run with Davis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. One quarter remains
sports here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now he'll dump it underneath. Now the ball comes loose. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
And that's complete to Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants now down 24-17. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how it goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken in at the 3.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. A huge play there in overtime, and even 60 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's say we've been there before. We've seen guys maybe hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there, they ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Buccaneers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.